Recently, I've started playing New World with a special set of rules. No trading with players, no using the trading post, and stay PvP flagged 100% of the time. The journey has been interesting and brutal at times, so I hope you guys enjoy episode 7 of the PvP only Ironman. Finally, level 60. Feels so good to be at endgame, and I have got so many things to do on this character. Yeah, but I think first and foremost, the number one thing that I should do is try to upgrade as many items as I can to the 590 gear score. I guess different name drops that I can find in the game. So I went out and I did some quests in Brimstone already. I got my Greatsword, I got my Rapier, both 610 gear score. And next up on the list, I need to farm myself a Hatchet. I did a lot of searching for which hatchet I should farm, and I ended up landing on Natural Order. This is, in my opinion, one of the best utility hatchets that I can get at this point, especially considering the fact that these 590 items do not have that final gold perk, so my options are a lot more limited than you would initially think. And this is basically the reason why I can't get a good Rending Throw hatchet at this point either. That being said, this is definitely a great hatchet for me to get right now, and I have to go and kill a level 35 group boss in order to get this drop. It actually drops from a level 16 boss as well, but I opted to go for the higher level one, thinking that I might have a little bit more luck with the drop rate here. And I'm also a little bit skeptical that you can actually get this as a drop from these mobs. A 590 drop from a level 35 opponent. But look at that, right away, just a couple kills into Gren, I managed to get this ring, and yeah, the icon on the ring is a little bugged out, but it does confirm that I will be able to get that hatchet from him. So, Gren just gave me a pristine bear claw. This is used to upgrade your Beastbane trophy to the final tier, and this is a completely useless drop for me right now.
6 hours later.
Yeah. I'm still here. Gren is not giving me anything. At least there's a lot of star metal and weirdwood around, so I guess it's not a complete waste of time.
3 hours later.
You know what? Gren sucks. I decided that I'm gonna come farm Scratchy instead. Gren takes way too long to kill, and I'm not getting any luck at all. May as well try the level 16. Wow, this guy just got the hatchet as a drop. It only took him an hour and a half of farming. Oh my god, I have got to be so unlucky. Okay, at this point, I don't even know how long I've been here. Enough time that I finished leveling up my Greatsword to level 20, and yeah, pulled out the Rapier. Let's start leveling this up. I guess I'm going to be playing Rapier Hatchet from now on. You know, on the plus side, this is teaching me a lot about how to be a little bit more effective with my time while farming. I'm making sure to loot all the containers that I can, and of course grabbing all the nearby resource. And I managed to find this guy taking my iron. This is going to be my first fight with the Rapier and Hatchet combo. I think my Rapier is at level 4 or 5 right now, so it's not super great, but I do have at least all my skills. And yeah, he is playing a slow build. I'm putting a lot of pressure into him to finish with the throwing axe, and that's level 7 Rapier. Look at this, he's back for round 2. Switched his weapons to sword and shield hammer. This is a lot scary to fight because he's going to have a pretty effective stun lock combo. My riposte, unfortunately, not super useful because it's not upgraded. He's able to quickly break out of the stun before I can even get that backstab. Okay, we've been at it for a couple minutes now, and this guy actually plays really well. This has been a good fight all around, and both of us have had some pretty good opportunities, but no one able to seal the deal yet. I'm not going to complain, man. Honestly, I was pretty sad that there was nothing happening during this boss farm, so a little bit of action is definitely not something that makes me upset. And there, I managed to catch a nice riposte on him. Go for the backstab. He didn't have the stam there to actually roll, so a little lucky for me there. And then Berserk just to save me from that stagger animation. And I try to do the artificial backstab by using evade after the flesh, but really good fight to this guy. Oh my god, the purple bag could only be one of 2 different drops. I'm so happy it's finally over. I am never coming back here. Okay, I don't know what's wrong with me. After that insane grind to get the hatchet, the first thing that I'm gonna go do is try to finish getting ill-gotten gain. I've been there for about 7 hours in the past. Let's hope it goes a little bit better this time. Wow, literally on the 2nd kill, I get it. Very, very happy about this, and it looks like I am done collecting Herald's rifles. All I have left now is rings and amulets. Amulet, I'm going to wait to try to get the Champion's Amulet as an upgrade from the PvP reward tracks. And the ring, I'm going to go and farm these 2 bosses here and see if I can get either of the rings that they drop. Oh my god, Brimstone bosses are so strong. I'm so glad I set up a camp. I finally put together a good strategy for fighting these guys. I just kind of pull them into this little room with the hatchet and take them down one at a time and do my best not to show my face to the mobs. And no luck on the purple. Okay, someone in full 625 came here and he absolutely slaughtered me. Unfortunately, I forgot to save the clip, but wow, I don't feel strong if I'm fighting someone in full 625 gold stuff. But I did manage to get my hands on one of those rings. Not really the one I wanted, but for now, I guess it'll do. Almost tricked you guys into thinking that I was finished the grind. Nope. One last item that I want to get for this build, and it is the Putrid Fishbone. And I'm after this guy because it is the best rapier that has the Keenly Jagged perk that I can get right now, while also still having a good offensive secondary like Enchanted. So I went on down to Reekwater and started killing the Putrid boss, and I think I got 1 or 2 kills in, and I found a flag player doing some stuff here. Right away, jump on top of him, and he is running the Great Axe Warhammer combo. This is something I think that Rapier Hatchet will do really well against, as long as you make good decisions while you fight. And he is doing a pretty decent amount of damage to me. There you see, I am able to escape with just a few hits, and then finally put the pressure in to bring him down. Oh my god, it's Rafflebones. Let's get him. I mean, I'm not playing Void Gauntlet right now, but that is a nice drop. So I've been farming for this thing, I think about as long as I farmed for the hatchet. Finally, Putrid drops the rapier. I think I got multiples of every other drop that Putrid has. Multiple spears, I think 3 artisan hoods, and something like 8 engineer gloves. I'm so glad that this is finally done. And now I think I'm going to go to Brimstone, just quest through, try to get as much progression and as many bumps as I can for my character. And I'm going to try out a heavy armor build. Let's see how it goes. Oh my god, it feels so good to do something other than just farming the same boss over and over. I've been having a lot of fun just running around Brimstone. And right away, I see a flag player and just kind of chase him down. Let's see how the heavy armor build feels to play. Right off the bat, I don't manage to track to him with the hatchet, but I do get him with the distance throw to hold him still and try to get behind him with the rapier, and he shoots an arrow at me and then continues to just kind of kite around. I think he wanted to try to get the jump on me there, but I do manage to get a nice riposte on him. Go for some damage. I still hit pretty hard in heavy armor, and I feel much chunkier than I did before. But I'm definitely wishing that maybe I used a weapon like Greatsword that has a little bit more reach in heavy, because once I get close to someone, it's a lot easier to stick to them. I get great damage with the rapier here. Unfortunately, the rock just getting in my way. And a little bit of weird terrain there holding me back as well. Good damage with the hatchet, just held him still a little bit, and then he turns around, tosses this spear, and I'm still going to do my best to stay on this guy. It looks like he wants to run. I'm not really sure what he's going to do. He drops down to the side. I'm expecting him to ambush, and he turns around and starts poking me. I get the riposte, go for the heavy attack without rolling because I don't have that last upgrade, and then again, really good damage into him, just taking so much health away, and he drops down to the bottom here. I drop down to try to chase him, throw in the hatchets as well, and now he decides to run. My first elite chest, and look at that. Not only did I get the Scarab, but a Timeless Shard too. Man, I've been seeing quite a few flag players in Brimstone. This is a very welcome change. I feel like there hasn't been very much PvP for me pre-60 because a lot of people are in Brimstone, and I run into this Rapier and Musket player, and man, just taking big chunks out of him with my Rapier, feeding him the throwing hatchet as well. And I think this answers the age-old question that you guys all wanted to know. Hatchet is, in fact, better than Musket as a ranged weapon. Questing's going pretty good so far. I'm having a good time doing it, and here I found 2 more players that are flagged, and they were just being friendly initially, but I do want to fight them, so I just start chipping at that one guy, and they decide that now, okay, it's on, and I get some nice damage with the flesh there, and then right away hit the riposte into the backstab, the light attack, the evade forward, taking big chunks out of that sword and shield hammer player. And these guys are just keeping the pressure on, but the high frames of Hatchet and Rapier are absolutely ridiculous. You can just recover so quickly from your light and heavy attacks, and I managed to get a lot of damage in. I go a little too aggressive there, and I do get caught by the hammer stun, take quite a bit of damage myself, but I want to try to keep the pressure on the lower health player there. I get scared by this other green. I saw the top symbol of his company, and I right away thought that he was... Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this episode. Look forward to more in the future. If you want to catch me live, there's a link to my Twitch below. You can send your clips for the top 5 to Kristofer at pvpnewworld.com. Of course, a quick thank you to our sponsor, ExpressVPN, and thank you to all of my patrons on Patreon for supporting the show. I hope you all enjoy the last little bit of footage here, and have a great night, everybody. I'll see you next time.